At times, I close my eyes and picture life as all flowers like kindergarten. Not a care in the world, just Dr. Seuss, crayons, popsicles, and popcorn. When we could color our characters in any color we wanted, pushing swings so high we can barely touch the sun, riding bikes, scraping up our knees and arms when we aimlessly chased bubbles and lived in our own little bubbles when struggles were a foreign language to us. Before the world could get to me, hard in me, let me know that brown crayon colored every part of me. But I probably learned to bare my teeth before I learned to smile. I was just mirroring the hostility the world would soon present to me. I've never been a back of the classroom type of child, though I look like a back of the classroom type of child. No red fish, blue fish, we had bigger fish to fry, a bigger tree to climb, can't be compelled by the system's racial bigotry. They say knowledge is power, but don't give you any. I was a child, I stood innocently, with my hand over my heart, reciting a pledge that wasn't even written for me. Pledging the 50 stars that were preparing me to never become one, simply because my skin is golden brown. Yeah. But I still excelled in all my classes, golden star on my paper since elementary. Can I speak to them? Can I speak to them? They'll try to force invisibility upon you in this education system. You have to seek through them. Can't beg for sympathy. There is none in this jungle. Don't get lost in the trees. You gotta breeze through them ambitiously, seeking inquiry because knowledge is power, right? They won't tell you it comes conditionally. I have never been a pick-me. So for a while, wouldn't raise my hand in class. I know y'all know that feeling, hand down, head down, teachers still pick me. It was my middle school days when I started to pick up on this concept of fragility, flipping through textbook pages and black bodies in chains, black bodies in graves, black bodies enslaved, all at the whip of white hands, but they still called it Black history. I said, you gotta raise your voice and speak up if you wanna learn something. They weren't hearing me. I know middle school was hard for anyone, going through a crisis of identity. I know y'all know, battling with who I am versus who I'm meant to be. Acting too black for the white kids, too white for the black kids, trying to get in where I fit in. Black sheep, but I'm from black wheat, I'm bred differently. I wish I would have known that we all flowers, no matter where we grow. Look in the mirror to see a star, no need for telescopes. I was too busy keeping up an image of what a black girl should be. That's why nowhere I went ever quite felt like home. Pushed all boundaries, now here I am, Howard bound. Everything a black woman could be. Everything a black woman could be, even though the system wasn't built for me. They'll toss you out the nest and tell you to fly after cutting your wings, but I know why the caged bird sings. I know why the black ship sinks. It won't matter if you know how to swim when we have generational anchors on our feet. Hear what I'm saying? It was 7th grade when I buried my little brother. He'll never walk across that stage, so me 8th grade me, freshman me, I was angry. But my coach told me that my energy is contagious. Want to shout out my high school for opening this door for me. One might call me a poet now, learning how to channel my energy. But there were a couple of my teachers who knew exactly how to break me down, fighting silent wars, speaking confidence into me, holding me up above water, never let me drown. Sophomore year, I became accustomed to the sound waves of my own voice, and you can't tell me nothing now. Speaking from the heart, when I say I'm just glad to make my mama proud. In a world of hate, I'm just happy to have found some beauty. But imagine the changes we can make. If we found some unity, we can move mountains. It's up to you and me. The world is in our hands now. We can't wait on anyone else to shape it. It will only be what we make it. It's in need of light and love, but it'll only go as far as we take it. I'm the voice of the hood. Know the youth that's watching, can't let them down. Gotta show them a bit of black excellence because they see more black bodies in prison jumpsuits than cap and gown. So how can they tell us knowledge is power and then deprive us of it? The only straight path for us in education is the school to prison pipeline. The system is busted, can't fall for anything. So junior year, I learned to stand my ground. And is that success I smell in the aroma? Tired of being handed obituaries of black children, about time they hand us a diploma. They say kids these days are too soft. But we finished our senior year in the midst of a pandemic, racial crisis after crisis, mental health deterioration, trials and tribulations, but we can say we get it. You can't talk to us about resiliency, we bask in it. We're intolerant in a world of injustice where they would be indifferent. If senior year has shown me anything, in a world full of humans, humanity is scarce, but you'll find it in the children. If senior year has taught me anything, it's perseverance. If senior year has disciplined me on anything, it's that knowledge is a privilege. Knowledge is only potential. Knowledge in itself is not power. Education is only half of the battle, especially in a world of systemic shackles, because we are watering the next generation of kindergarten. Who cares if you know how to plant seeds, if you don't actually grow flowers?